What's going on? If you've seen my video on getting project kits for the channel, then you would have seen that in the tail end of that video, I had gotten this MIJ kit off a marketplace for only 150 bucks. It consists of 2 rack toms, 2 floor toms, a bass drum, and a snare. For the most part, the important pieces are there, and the shells are in a salvageable condition, so I think I'll be able to save it, or at least I'm gonna try to. Don't know much about it other than it's Frankenstein together from what I believe to be the 60s, maybe early 70s. Both of the rack toms are 13 by 9, and both of the floor toms are 16 by 16, while the bass drum measures in at 22 by 14. My plan is to reduce the kit down to a 3-piece and use parts from one drum to complete the other. The wraps are well worn, scratched, and sun faded in some spots, but I will keep them on and do my best to revive them. The interiors have some blowouts, so I will definitely need to fix that, and in doing so, a repaint is in order. But first, I need to strip off the lugs and get them down to the bare shells. As you can see, they're just as rough as a porcupine's ass, so I'm gonna have a lot of work to put into these. Taping up things from the outside, and after some hole patching and sanding on the inside, I then paint them white to let them dry for 24 hours before removing the tape and going on to the next step. Next, with some soapy water, scrub sponges, and a magic eraser, I begin to get as much dirt off as I can, as well as some oxidation. They are filthy. After drying, I gave it a go at some polish. And if anything, the polish made it look 10 times worse, enhancing every little scratch and imperfection in the wrap. So after some thinking and a little bit of research, I decided that a few light coats of crystal clear lacquer should do the trick. This for the most part worked and got rid of a lot of the nasty scratches, as well as giving the wrap that extra bit of shine. Other than another light polish to the shells and a cleaning up of the bearing edges, these are ready to put back together, but I have a huge problem. As you can see here, in true MIJ fashion, these knockoff lugs are those of many companies. At first glance, they seem to be the same, but up close, you can definitely tell. So my original idea of using pieces off one to fix another is out the window. After some counting and comparing, Drum Factory Direct does make these Slingerland style lugs, so I'll have to make an order. So stay tuned, and once I receive some lugs in the mail and gather a few last pieces, I will be back to complete this kit. And until next time, drums, drums, drums.